Yeah, dear, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll remember to get the milk. I'm just gonna stop and get the kids here, and then I'll be right home with the milk. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye. What the heck is going on over there? Oh, shoot! Welcome to the Common Patriot. I'm glad you're here. Today we're taking a look inside the truck, and we're going to be looking at a few ways that you can organize your gear, not only when you're going out to the range, but also some ways that you can have a lot of firepower at your disposal in a quick minute if you ever need it. A handgun's great to have on your side, but you always use a handgun to fight to a better tool. If you know you're going into a gunfight, you obviously want a rifle. A lot more capacity, as well as a lot better ballistics for taking and stopping that threat that might be in front of you. So, without further ado, let's take a look inside the truck and what I'm talking about. So what I have on the back seats of my truck is I have the Grayman Tactical RMP weapon system holders that are up here. These are really cool. I came across them a little over a year ago. I just bought some more just to complete my truck the way I wanted it, because I'm coming out to the range all the time. I don't want to throw these just willy-nilly. I don't want to put them in cases. I want them here so I can take them out to the range easy. But also, like this one set up, when I'm traveling around the country and I know that I can legally carry a pistol, I have an AR pistol that I can easily slap on here and it's ready to go. Now, the only disadvantage of having this pistol, say when you're traveling, is it's visible. But we'll get to that in a little bit later, and I'll show you a different setup that I have that puts the guns outside of visibility. So just to show you what I have, these RMP plates, you know, these attach to your headrest here, and then there's a buckle that goes around the bottom. That's basically how they attach to your seat. I have an extra one here. I'll get to that in a little bit of why that is, because I'm going to put this in another spot in my vehicle that keeps this stuff out of sight. Now you'll notice that I have a little bit different setup on these two sides. On this side, I have it set up where it actually comes with the parts that I bought everything from Grayman Tactical. So it's got the holder down here for a butt plate, and then up here, this just holds the gun in place. But you can see how very easily that gun comes out and how easily it just slides back in there, and those, there we go, those hold really well. I have an extra mag pouch here. That's also from Grayman Tactical. It's a G code, and then that just holds your mag. Now on this side, I didn't want to order another one of these because I like the products from Grayman Tactical, but it gets expensive in a hurry. And so I thought, well, why do I need that? You know, especially for the things that I'm doing with it, it's like, this will be just fine the way it is. So I didn't get the extra one here. I can still carry two rifles or pistols on this side. Obviously this one just opens up and comes out like that. And that's the one that I actually used in the opening shot when I rolled out of my truck and came to this door, pulled that out. This one's locked, loaded, and ready to go. Obviously it's on safe, but that sits there really, really well. Now, something else that I have mounted here that you can't quite see right now is an attachment for a Safariland holster. Now, I run a lot of these Safariland holsters. I have an FN509 right here, and if you're familiar with them at all, they basically run with this piece, and you can slide multiple different holsters into the same, say, leg holster in different setups. I really like the Safariland holsters. Like I said, I've got a bunch of them for a bunch of different firearms. And the other thing that's really nice about these Safariland holsters is that they're also adjustable to different guns. But anyway, what I wanted to show you here is I've got this set up right here, and then I put one of these right here, mounted it. I got the mounts and everything from Grayman Tactical. So if I want to have a pistol right here, all I have to do is slide that in, and that is there and it's secure. Now I really like this because one thing that really sucks if you're in the car for a long period of time is having your pistol sometimes on your hip. If I'm on a long trip, I can carry my pistol in there. It's still within reach for me as the driver, and it's locked in there. You know, it's in a retention holster. Just defeat the locking mechanism and you're ready to rock and roll. So that's a really cool thing. Now, obviously the way I have it set up, I can't run this pistol and this pistol all at the same time on this specific rack. But if that was my main purpose, then I probably would reconfigure it so I could run both at the same time. But like I said, I primarily wanted it for running out to the range, being able to lock in a few guns right up here, some AR type rifles, and have that stuff just set up, as well as for traveling around the country, performing live exhibition shows. Now coming over to the driver's side, I have another RMP plate. Attaches everything the same way, but on this side I have a plate carrier rack right here. Now the only thing it's missing right now is another strap that holds it up tight so that it doesn't kind of swing around here. But ultimately I like this because when I'm throwing a bunch of gear in the back of my truck, I can put my guns up there. I can hang my plate carrier rack right up here if I'm going out to train with my body armor and whatnot. And then I can still pick up the seat, put all the other stuff that I want down here, ammo and different things like that, or even more guns, because a lot of times I'm rolling with more than just 1 or 2 guns. And I just have a better way of keeping everything organized as well as carrying it. They do sell bags that can go over to cover this stuff. And so if I was going to be, say, going out into public very often with this kind of a setup, I would want to keep it out of sight, out of mind to some extent. But now I'm going to show you another way that you can also mount these, which is a little bit more out of sight, out of mind. So I took the RMP plate off of the passenger seat and I put it on the back seat of my truck right here. Let's see what that looks like. Now, this is an unloaded gun, guys. I know it just pointed right at me. This setup is specifically for that seat, but I wanted to show you one of the other options that you have for mounting this. Now, if this was my setup that I was going to use most of the time, I would configure it so that the gun didn't point at me when I bring the seat up. But this is a totally cleared gun. So this is how this could look like if you had it set up underneath your seat. But ultimately, the nice thing about this setup is somebody walking by the car, they're gonna look in and go, I don't know what those straps are. They aren't gonna actually see a gun. I'm even right here and I can't see the gun at all until I get right up here. Then I can see just that little bit of the pistol grip. Very cool, very easy to set up. It took me about 5 minutes to take it off of there and set it up on here. But ultimately, as you saw when I lifted the seat up, it doesn't really work with my setup the way I am. So I'm thinking about getting another plate to go on here so that I can set it up specifically for this seat. Well, there you have it, guys. That's just a few ways that you can keep your truck organized, from bringing gear from the home to the range, or having guns that are at the ready from the front seat or in your vehicle that are ready for whenever you need them. I enjoyed showing you guys my truck setup, and Gray Man Tactical has all different kinds of those plates. You can mount smaller ones up under your dash in different ways. Gray Man Tactical didn't send me anything. I'm not getting anything from Gray Man Tactical by mentioning them. I bought these products myself. I thought you guys would like them, and if I like a product, I want to tell you guys about it, and we learn from one another. I appreciate y'all watching the channel. If you got any friends out there that would enjoy the content here on the Common Patriot, please let them know about the Common Patriot. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. And remember, you're a Common Patriot, so be bold, be strong, don't ever give up. God bless. We'll see you next time.